So I want to go ahead and talk you through the making of the APA style research paper. While we're doing that, we'll talk a little bit about the formatting, the reason behind it, and all of that. To do this assignment, you'll need to go to the assignment section of LAMP and click on the APA style research paper assignment. And the instructions are here, they're also in the handout. And we'll open the document called Research Paper Unformatted. And while that's opening, I just want to briefly explain, most teachers do not ask you to use a formatting style because they want to make your life more difficult. They do it because it lets them know what to expect when you're submitting something. So if you follow the guidelines, then all the papers that come in that they get are going to look the same way, and they can focus on the content and reading for understanding. I'm going to let your English teacher explain to you, the ins and outs or pros and cons of the actual content, but the formatting itself should be a no-brainer for you. Okay, you should be able to do this using Word and do it correctly. And if you don't, if you don't follow their formatting guidelines and your paper is not formatted correctly, they won't know whether it's because you didn't know how or because you didn't care. And to be honest, it looks like you don't care. And we don't want you getting a bad grade or having your grade impacted because you didn't know what to do or you didn't know how to do something. So hopefully you've got your paper open now. We're going to do a file save as, and we will save it as APA style paper. Put it in my documents. I'm just going to save it in my documents for now. Okay, so if you were doing this paper from scratch and you're starting from blank, you would go ahead, make sure you have your font set to Times New Roman 12 point, that you're double spaced and all of that. But since we are not typing the paper in here, we've already got a paper, we need to go ahead and format it like that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to double space the entire document. And we'll do that by triple clicking over here in the selection bar. Okay, and we will come up here to the drop down and we will choose 2 for our line spacing. And then while we are at it, we want to set the font to Times New Roman, okay, which I can click a T here if it doesn't come up, although I have it under recently used. Times New Roman and 12 points, okay, so that's the first thing. And then we want to make sure that the margins are 1 inch. So we will do that under page layout, margins, and 1 inch all the way around, so we're good. Now I'm going to click to make sure I don't have everything selected. When you are doing a APA style paper, the header for your paper is typically a short version of the title, and the left, all caps on the left, and the page number on the right. We happen to have a short title. A lot of APA style papers have, a study of the possibility of the whatever, and it gets really long. So we don't have a long title, so we're just going to use the whole title. But we're going to insert a header into our document, and we'll just do a blank header. And over here we're going to hit caps lock, and we will type history of Facebook, and then we will press tab twice, okay, and we will insert our page number. Now make sure you use current position. That's how you do it if you want to have text and the page number in your document. So just choose current position and plain number, and that's it. That's all you need to do for the header. Turn caps lock off so you don't forget. Close header and footer, and that part is done. Now we want to hit Control Home to be at the very top of our paper, and we're going to insert a page break because we need to do a title page. And then we're going to hit Control Home again. Okay, and I've got Show Hide on so you can see the page break there. You want to make sure you are in front of the page break. And at this point, you're going to create the title page. Okay, the title page is the full title of your paper, which again is History of Facebook. And then you press enter, and you would put your name, and then you would put Lenore Rhine, University. Okay, and then actually we want to we want to center that first of all. So let's hit the home button, hit center. I'm going to shrink this down a little. I don't think it needs to be that big. And then I actually want to go ahead and press enter a few times so it's maybe a third of the way down the page. Doesn't have to be centered, but not right at the top either. Okay, so that's your title page of your document. And then down here, so before History of Facebook again, we need to insert another page break. So we have a blank second page. So you have a title page and then you have a blank second page. And on this page here, okay, press enter. So I'm going to type abstract and I'm going to press enter. The second page of an APA style paper has a brief summary of your paper. Okay, about 120 words summarized. So the we're not going to read the whole paper and summarize it, especially since it's kind of a gobbledygook compilation of random papers I've collected. So just scroll down to the first page of the paper, double click next to the first paragraph to select the entire paragraph. Go ahead and hit copy, and then go back up here after the abstract and hit paste. And we're just going to paste it. There is no indenting of the paragraph in the abstract, okay, so just like that. Center the title abstract so it's centered over the page. Okay, so that's that. If you're following along, that is step sort of 10, 11, and 12 in a weird order. Alright, so we're going to scroll down to page 3. You should say 3 here. You should see the title, History of Facebook there. And it says to type the title, but you don't have to because it's right there, so we will just center it. And then we're going to click in front of the T in this, and we're going to scroll all the way down till we see the end of the document. Oops, there we go. And we're going to hold down Control, and we're going to click at the end of the document. Oops, sorry, I said Control Shift. Shoot, try that one again. I'm clicking at the end. Now I'm going to go all the way at the top. I just put my finger on the wrong key. Shift click in front of the T. So okay, so that way, anyway, so click in front of the T, hold down Shift, click at the end of the document. That selects everything. We don't want the sources, okay? So everything in between the title page and the reference page. And what we want to do is we want that to be formatted with a ½ inch indent, first line indent. So I'm going to click on my paragraph dialog box launcher. I'm going to go first line indent, click OK, and that indents all of the paragraphs. And I don't have to figure out where the paragraphs start or stop. They're just there, okay? Alright, so that's the thing. And then at the end where it says references, that should be on its own page. So we're going to insert a page break there. Okay, so we make sure that's on its own page. We will center the word references. Okay, it should already be double spaced because we did that all at the beginning. And these sources need to be in alphabetical order, and they need to be formatted with a ½ inch hanging indent. So we're going to select all the sources. Okay. And then once we have them selected, we will go to our paragraph dialog box launcher. Under indentation, special, we'll choose hanging. Make sure it's ½ inch, which is the default. Should be okay. Click OK. So that's part 1. And then, once we do that, and if we use Enter and Tab, what we're doing next won't work. You have to use the hanging indent. Enter and Tab just sets you up so that when you format it, or when you edit it, you have problems. So always use your hanging indents. And then we'll just hit this A to Z button for sorting it. Make sure it says paragraphs and text. Click OK, and then we get our sources sorted. And that one's first because it doesn't have the name. Okay, so that is how you do the APA style formatting. So you go ahead and hit save, and when you are done, and submit it.